Hi, welcome to Trading with TK, teaching you to turn ideas into money. We're at www.tradingwithtk.com, and today's Tuesday, April 29th. Well, the market pulled right back to support where it should have, and then we got a little rally going. And then the market ran out a little steam towards the end of the day because tomorrow is Fed Day, and no one wants to make a decision. Everyone's sitting on their hands, biting their nails, wondering what's going to happen tomorrow. Well, you know what? We're going to be ready for them no matter what happens tomorrow, because tomorrow can be a very emotional day for people, and they do things they probably shouldn't do. But we're going to be prepared for them, so make sure you stay tuned for our final segment when we make sure we point out all our support areas for tomorrow, just in case anything could happen. All right, so outside of that, what do we have? I got another idea for you tomorrow that we're going to buy in the morning. Then we're going to go over the stock we bought this morning, AATI, which was a real roller coaster ride, but it was such a prime example of how news at the bottom can just be totally ignored by the stockholders and fool everybody. That's why if you act on these news items, you can be made to be a fool instantly. But anyway, we'll go over that again. It's a good topic, news. I covered it on my weekend wrap-up, and if you didn't see that video, I suggest you take a look at it. But without further ado, for the new stock tomorrow, it's Rite Aid. R-A-D is the symbol. So in just a moment, we're going to show you the chart, and we'll show you how we're going to take this idea and turn it into some money. Now, don't go away. I'll be right back. All right, you'll be looking at a daily bar chart of RAD, Rite Aid. This is a call on the long side. We'll be looking to buy this stock somewhere around $2.60. It's just about where it closed. I think it closed $2.62. And we have a target up here of $4.10. And that's our target. Now I'll take you through what I see, okay? I have a couple of things here. First, we have this bottom formation that we broke out of, and we spent quite a bit of time coming back to test it. We tested it. You can see right here it held. Had a good little rally going, kind of tested the old high again, but gave way, came back down, wants to test the low one more time, or the support area I should say, one more time, and now we're back up and we're putting in an ascending triangle. I'm going to point this out. So we've got this ascending triangle. It's got a similar look to this pattern, but it's a little more stretched out. It's a good bullish pattern. I think we think it's got a good chance of breaking out above this high and getting up to our resistance area, our target. Now I want to erase these lines because I've got to show you something else. We also have a double bottom. I'm going to turn this chart into a 4-day chart because you can see it better. Each bar represents 4 days. And there's your double bottom. Remember, it has to look like goalposts. You have to look like kick a football through it, and I'm sure you can kick one through that. So we've got a double bottom going, plus we've got the ascending triangle, plus we've got the support area right in here. Let me draw that line again, make that a little bit clearer. That's the breakout price. As it comes back down to it, it acts as support, and you can see it's been there twice and held. So that's a good sign. So let me recap that. That's plus the volume. I don't want to miss this. The volume was 3,400,000 shares. This stock trades a lot of volume every day, so there's plenty of liquidity to get in and get out of this stock. So let me recap that. That's Rite Aid. The symbol is RAD. We'll be looking to buy it somewhere around $2.60, and we think we can make a profit of $1.50 on this trade. All right, let's go to the other stock that we bought today, AATI. And I wrote in my blog this morning. I had a number of emails. I know they mean well when they send me all this bad news, but I guess they didn't watch my video because, by the time the news comes out, I don't act on it. But what I did do is I said I'm going to postpone my decision on it to see how the stock handles the news. And if it handles it well, I'm not going to change my mind because I just know the picture is pretty strong looking. And lo and behold, they knocked it down to, I think, $6.35, and it came screaming back on huge volume. Look at the volume today in this stock. Here's the volume line. Can you see that? Right here. One of the biggest days of volume in a long time. So I think they've cleaned out just about every seller. But anyway, that I'm not concerned with. What I'm concerned with is the look of the pattern, and it's still intact. We still have our ascending triangle going. We still have our double bottom going. And everything we talked about the day before yesterday is still intact. And I bought the stock at 660 right after it actually screamed up to about 685, and then on the pullback back down to 660 is when I bought it. But I'm comfortable with this position, and I just think if it could withstand that news today, the stock's got to go higher. Okay, so now you have our new stock for tomorrow, Rite Aid, and the one that we bought today, AATI. So now let's take a look at the indexes for Fed Day tomorrow, which can be an emotional day. The news usually comes out about 2:30, so expect the market to be very quiet until then. But let's take a look at all the possibilities. This is the Dow Jones averages, the Dow Jones 30. Okay, this is our really major support area right in here. Okay, could they come down here and test this? Absolutely, no question about it. They might even dip down just a hair more than that if it gets crazy enough. But it's a great buying opportunity, and I don't expect it to be, I just don't expect it to stay down there very long. Let's take a look at that on an hourly. Okay, that's the hourly down there. But this was our original support area this morning coming in. And you can see how it got right to it, and then it starts putting this rising ascending triangle in, and then towards the end of the day everybody gets nervous about what's going to happen tomorrow, so they kind of sold it. I still think that this pattern is still intact, but in case it's not, in case they get nutsy, real nutsy, then this is a monstrous support area. So now we know exactly, and they're not going to get here, if they get here, until late in the afternoon after the Feds make their announcement, whatever that may be. And remember, they may not even get there. But we want to be prepared for anything. Okay, so that's the Dow. Let's take a look at the transportation average. You can see they made a new high today. You know, they're just trugging along every day, making a new high. Our big support area is right in here. It's off this old high that it just broke out of. Remember, breakout pullback. So that's our support area in the transportation average. Now let's take a look at the QQQQs. And still the strongest of the group. Pretty big support right in here, and very big support right in here off of this high here. And like I said, if you ever get an opportunity to buy stock down in here, boy, just do not hesitate. Now let's take a look at the hourly chart. Now, in yesterday's video, I thought there was a chance they could come down to here, which would have matched up exactly with the Dow. But you can see how they held way above that. And then they had this breakout. So this pattern actually right here is much stronger looking than the Dow, because they're above this base and they've stayed above it. So, I mean, they may come back down here and touch this one more time, or they may continue straight up, you know. I mean, the big picture is still up. We just got to get rid of this Fed thing tomorrow. Get rid of the emotions, and then we can get back to normal trading. Okay, so that's it. That's my view of the market. Also, I want to mention that, you know, during the day, I post all kinds of information during the day about what's going on in the market, and almost every hour I make a post and keep you abreast. I basically told everybody that the market was going to rally out of this formation, which it did. Those are the kinds of things I mention on my site. So I think it'd be important if you visit it every once in a while. I think you'll find it helpful. Anyway, until tomorrow, this is TK signing off.